Here we are, the Pine Barrens in New Jersey. Somewhere in here, it is rumored that the Jersey Devil lives. And also, the Pine Barrens is like, I think it's like a quarter of the state of New Jersey. It's like a big park with all these trees, sandy roads, and if you go down this way just a little bit, there is an actual ghost town. This is the town of Batsto. There's a blacksmith. There's a mansion. Oh, I even see some outhouses. Today, we're going to explore what remains of Batsto. And maybe buy a pair of shoes, because slides and socks are just not doing it for me, especially with the sand here. This peaceful village was once a bustling company town that made iron and glass. At its peak in the early 1800s, Batsto was home to several hundred people. And this is the general store. My God, look how big it is compared to the other houses. No, what's cool is a lot of these buildings are open. And you're allowed to walk in and take a tour of the general store. How cool is this? You could get everything at the general store. You could get seasonings, fabric, pies. You could buy bacon and ham. Look at that. They have coffee. And you go out the door of the general store. Over here you have a mill. So this is the Batsto grist mill. And the grist mill produces flour and grains like buckwheat, barley, and wheat, as well as corn and feed for the animals. This is called a corn crib. Never heard of a corn crib before, but they would store their corn in this little, kind of reminds me of a, like a wooden bridge that you would drive through in Pennsylvania. But yeah, so they would put their corn in here, and it would dry after a while, and then they would put the corn in the grist mill, and they would grind it up. I really like that everything's open and that you can like just walk around. This is part of the mill put in the 1800s. It's so cool, man. I love. Look at this millstone. Is that what they're called? Grindstone, not millstone. Grindstone. And over here you got water. This mill was built in 1828. More stones. It's 200 years old. I would say I think everything in this village or town is from the 1800s. Yes. Outhouse. Yee! Live action. They don't have the moon carved in to the door. This is the mule barn. A mule is what happens when a donkey and a horse make sweet, sweet love. And there's 8 mules that lived in here. Man, it's cool that they just have this stuff hanging here. That's so neat. It was 8 stalls or stables. What's the difference between a stable? I don't know. I don't really care, to tell you the truth. But This is the swamps of Jersey. Bruce Springsteen sung about them in Swamps of Jersey. What song is that? Is that Born to Run? Yeah, I think it is Born to Run. No mules in here today. Oh, can we go up? The second floor is where they would store the hay. And out. You can't go up here. They have it boarded up. But you could put your, if you have a DJI Pocket Osmo 3, look at that. You can get those shots. So this is the mansion of the town. And they do sell tickets to take tours. Here are some shots from what's inside the mansion. Looks like these people lived a pretty good life. They had a phonograph player over there in the corner. And they had a piano. I believe the phonograph player was they made them in Camden, New Jersey. Look at that. Look at all the cranberries these people are eating. They make a lot of, they do, I don't know if you make cranberries. What do you harvest cranberries. A lot of lakes around here do the cranberry thing. This is the Batsto Mansion, and it was home to Joseph Wharton in 1876. I believe his family is the Wharton family. They're all over Philadelphia and New Jersey. And this is one of their vacation homes. They would come here to get away from the dirty air of Philadelphia. And him and his family, Joseph Wharton and his family, would walk around this village in 1876. They do give tours of this mansion. You have to buy a ticket. I don't know where you buy the tickets, but it'd be neat to see. This is like exactly 1 hour from Philadelphia. It doesn't take a whole lot to get here. Just hop on the Atlantic City Expressway. And then you get off, I think it was exit 28. And you could come here. And this is the ice house of Batsto. What people would do is they would carve bricks of ice from the lake not too far from here, and they would slice and dice up blocks of ice and then store them down in the basement of this house all year round. They didn't have refrigeration back then, so they would just go down real low, dig a basement, and you would store food, ice, and they would have ice all year round because of the ice house. That's how they would saw ice right from the lake, right down there. Isn't that convenient? They have a museum where they talk about the history of the town, but they also talk about the Pine Barrens and what makes them so special, and some of the animals you can find at the Pine Barrens. Whenever I think of the Pine Barrens, I often think about The Sopranos and that one episode where they try to kill a dude, but he goes running around. Also talks about the early settlers of New Jersey, the Lenape Native Americans. And here are some of the stones that they would use as tools. Look at all these spear points. This is a canoe used by the Wharton family in the early 1900s. Look how big that is. Panorama of the town. Right here is where I'm at now. It's a museum. There's the mansion. And I parked somewhere around here. You could just park and walk through the trails. There's all types of hiking trails around here. But I'm here for the ghost town. That was owned by Joseph Wharton. That's his handkerchief, his place setting. There's a picture of young Wharton. And Joseph Wharton is also the guy who the Wharton School of Business is named after. In the 1770s, they actually made weapons for the Revolutionary Army in this town in New Jersey. How they would make those cannonballs. Wow. How many people you think got injured? Every day somebody got burnt, right? There's no way. The ironworks were in operation for 82 years and was the lifeblood of this town. The factory was started in 1766. Also, when they weren't making cannons, they were making stoves. and other things like buckets and whatever that is. If you are a Patreon member, you will be getting a postcard from here, from this town this month. They have it where you can go camping somewhere around here for $5 a day. Very primitive. Sometimes you gotta BYOB, bring your own bucket, if you know what I mean. But yeah, $5. You can go, you set up your tent, and you can go camping here. I think I'm gonna probably do that. I bought a baby Jersey Devil for the refrigerator. Yeah, this is the lake, and in wintertime, the lake would freeze over. The guys would hop on here with saws and make ice. Man, it's really beautiful here. And you go here. This was the, I believe, the saw mill. So some of the water would come here, go down this way, and that would get the mill working. I'm going to go check out the sawmill. You see there's some saw blades. In Philadelphia, there was a guy named Henry Diston. He had a place, Diston Sawmill. I wonder if they used any of Diston saws here. Looks like they're still using this with some of the newer wood. Oh, they have that now. That's all. Go inside this. This is a typical home. This would be the kitchen area. And this would be the other half of the house, the bedroom. And everybody would, oh, there's a chamber pot. You wash your hands. You would also go to the bathroom in here. Here are the rules to Batsto. In 1878, rent was $2 a month if you were a worker. The morning chores, including breakfast, must be done by 6 a.m., before 6 a.m. There is no unnecessary talking or unnecessary noise or smoke breaks at the farm. Doors and gates must be shut all the time. Laziness and slovenly habits would not be tolerated. You go out here, you got your outhouse. So I guess you would just use the chamber pot in, at nighttime when you feel like there's no electricity. So you don't want to walk out here and get attacked by a werewolf. Right, Eric the actor? And you can't get to the second floor. Okay. Here's another house that's open. Same type of layout. You got the kitchen over here. And down this side, this is the woman who lived in this house was also, or maybe the man who lived here, was an upholstery maker. A lot of the way it worked, especially in Philadelphia, the way it worked is you would work out of the first floor. It's the same thing for Betsy Ross's house. Betsy Ross was an upholsterer, and she made all her fabrics in the first floor of her house. And, you do a lot of the living in the second floor of the house. The majority of the workers would live in this part of town, while the guy who owned everything lived in the big old mansion. This is East Jersey. I don't even know if I ever heard of East Jersey before. You go over here, And this is West Jersey. Look at that. Huh. Living here, you've always heard of North Jersey, Central Jersey. Central Jersey's kind of new. And South Jersey. North Jersey, South Jersey. Usually was it. Trenton's that Central Jersey area. And, I saw a sign that said there's something historic went down this dirt road. So I'm going to go check that out. Why not? Took that little dirt road in the middle of East and West Jersey, and they wound up here at the Cedar Bridge Tavern. And I didn't know this was here. I'm kind of doing like a little back road exploring thing today. And this is incredible what this is. This is the location of the very last battle of the American Revolution. I am 51 miles away from Philadelphia, 76 miles from Valley Forge, the Cedar Bridge Tavern. This is what it looked like in 1938. And it looks like it's in fantastic shape now. It's in much better shape than the ghost town we were in. Look at this. They have a old style. This is exactly how a garden would be back in those colonial times. Look at that. They got a pumpkin growing. So cool. Oh, that's so neat. Look how it locks with the Tom Sawyer tree. Oh, they have an outhouse. And next to the outhouse is a porta potty. Oh, and the porta potty's not locked. Isn't that nice? This is so cool. It's now a historic location. It looks like it's a museum inside. It's closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but it's open for other days. Oh, wow. The last stand of the Revolution on December 27th, Captain Edward Thomas of the Mansfield Militia stopped here with his men to refresh themselves at a nearby tavern. They've been searching for Captain John Bacon. They were searching for a man named John Bacon and his band of loyalists who have been causing chaos and anarchy all around New Jersey. They massacred, look at here, this is the massacre they did at Barnegat, the Barnegat Light Massacre. Actually, Bacon, who surprised the American militia trying to block their escape, but the militia gained the advantage. The last battle of the American Revolution, 1 man was killed, 4 were wounded. And 4 British loyalists, the bad guys, the redcoats, if you will, they were wounded, including Captain Bacon. Actually, Bacon, who surprised the American militia trying to block their escape, but the militia gained the advantage, and locals came to the aid of Bacon, providing a diversion where he escaped. In the last battle of the American Revolution, 1 man was killed, 4 were wounded, and 4 British loyalists, the bad guys, the redcoats, if you will, they were wounded, including Captain Bacon. Oh, you know what I always think about when I come to these old buildings? I like to look at these steps. And these steps are made with river rocks, man. I don't really see steps looking like this in Philly. There it is. It's been placed on a register of historic places since 1816. Oh, look, they have a wanted sign for John Bacon. Little bridge you would cross over. So get here. Wow, that's so cool. the vibe of this video is a little different than my typical videos. I really enjoyed exploring these little back roads. I think I might do that, when next week we got the movie coming out. But, after the movie comes out and I'm done doing everything I have to do with that, I was thinking about renting a truck and just driving around and just exploring the back roads. And I think this is a sign telling me, yeah, I think that's what you should be doing. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to travel the back roads. I'm working on writing a book right now. So I think that might be the plan. Write a book, do the back roads, relax. I never thought about the last battle of the American Revolution. That's really incredible. Crossing over the Cedar Bridge and driving down the dirt road. There are not many dirt roads that I've driven the key on. I don't think there's many dirt roads I've ever driven, to tell you the truth. But I really enjoyed today, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you can, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Don't forget to check out my merch. My merch, it's fire. And if you want to help me out, there's a link below in every video to my Patreon. Early previews, bonuses, and postcards. Postcards from New Jersey. I could not live back here because this is where the Jersey Devil lives. So I couldn't. All right, well, that's it. Well, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And I'll sail with you later. And you know what? Sometimes you got to take the back roads. Never really did that.